Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for September baseball. Let me turn this down here. Okay. September baseball, Field of Dreams. We're going to do the first 15 days of September as we hit the top of the stretch in season 15. Chicago Vultures, 4 games up on Crystal Lake, 5.5 games up on Manchester in the Suck It Up. Southside, 7.5 up on my team, Vegas, and 12.5 up on Philadelphia. Beantown, 13 games back. And Lancaster with an outside chance. They're 17.5 back. Okay, here we go. The outside chance of making the playoffs, not an outside chance of taking beating Southside. Lancaster, Beantown, and Philadelphia within striking distance of third place and a spot in the playoffs. Mark from Beantown and Buckshot, top two teams, or the top team. Beantown's been number 2 for so long. He fell out of number 2. He slipped to number 4. But good luck, Mark, on the next 2 weeks. And Buckshot, 7.5 ahead of me. I'm going to try to chase you down. Let's see what happens. Let's go to the schedule. Okay, September 1st, San Francisco, Gary. 5-2, Gary, Verlander over Lewis. Philadelphia at Southside. 4-2, Southside, Matheson over Page. Manchester at Chicago. Important game here, 5-4, Chicago. Williams, 19th win over Scherzer. Illinois at Beantown. Beantown, 4-1 winners. Paulette over Newhouser. Crystal Lake at Lehigh, trying to keep pace with Chicago. They do. 2-0 shutout in 13 innings. Lancaster at Vegas. 8-4 Vegas wins. Cole over Santana. And Washington over Edmonton, who had been in all season until the last couple of weeks. And Edmonton wins 4-3. Rollback over Dickinson. We head to the second. We'll stop on the 5th. And, well, let's look at the 5th now and see if there's a game that day. Manchester and Crystal Lake. Could be a good one. Where's Beantown? Beantown and Southside, even better. Okay, we've got a couple to do that day, so we'll get there. Union Stewards at Carolina, September 2nd. 5-0 Carolina, Mussino over Cuppy. Washington at San Francisco, playing out the season. Sutton over Day, Washington 9-2. Philadelphia at Southside. Southside wins again, 3-1. Johnson over Blackwell. Chicago at home with Manchester. Manchester wins 4-3. Grove over Martinez. Manchester now 5.5 back. Illinois at Beantown. Illinois shuts them out. Chris Sale over Ferris. 3-0 Illinois. Crystal Lake at Lehigh. Crystal Lake shuts out Lehigh 2-0. Crystal Lake now 3 games back. Chicago, hope maybe we'll get a Crystal Lake Chicago game in there sometime in the next 2 weeks if they play. Chandler over Wynn. Edmonton at Gary. 7-2 Gary. Steve over Hankin. And Lancaster at Vegas. 5-2 Vegas. Feller the winner. Arrieta the loser. We go to the 3rd. Union Stewards at Carolina again. 4-2 Carolina. Washington at San Francisco, just playing out the string with Carolina and Union Stewards. San Francisco, 8-2 winners. Carlton over Palmer. Edmonton at Gary. 7-6 Edmonton. Howell over Spawn. And Lancaster at Vegas. Vegas, 9-4 winners. Vegas sweeps Lancaster. Melanson over Kevin Brown. We go to the 4th. Edmonton at Washington. 3-0 Edmonton, Gullett over Ramos. That went 14 innings. Union Stewards of Carolina again, 5-3 Carolina. Kuzman over Young. Illinois at Philadelphia, 2-1 Philadelphia. Bumgardner over Adams. Gary at San Francisco, 6-5 San Francisco. Bender over Price. Manchester, Crystal Lake, they're fighting it out. They're a couple of games apart from one another. 6-5 Crystal Lake. McGee over Thornton. Southside at Beantown. Southside continues pounding the ball, 12-3 over Beantown. Hoffer's 21st victory over Hubble, who's now 16-12. And Chicago at Lehigh. Chicago 6-4 victors. Let's play a game on the 5th. Let me take a look. Southside at Beantown. No, that one's Beantown's 15 games back, and well, they need to win anyway. We may look at that. Crystal Lake at Manchester. That's the one we're going to play. They're close. Manchester needs a win. But first, Edmonton at Washington. 4-2 Washington. Lancaster at Carolina. Both of them are out of it. 5-4 Lancaster. Illinois at Philadelphia. 9-3 Philly defeats Illinois and stays in third place, a game ahead of Beantown. Joss the winner, Meakin the loser. Gary at San Francisco. 5-2 San Francisco. Manning over Schilling. Southside at Beantown. 9-3 Southside again. Matheson 24th win. And Chicago at Lehigh. Let's see how this one works out. 9-1 Chicago. Brown over Rio. Brown 15-13 this season. Okay, let's play Manchester Crystal Lake. Schoolboy Rowe, who's almost at his 150 capacity, but he's not there yet, so he gets to pitch today. Spud Chandler, we saw him pitch yesterday. Well, this is the third game in a row I broadcast at Baker Bowl. I guess I don't have to spend a lot of money traveling. We're here at Crystal Lake's Baker Bowl. Manchester's going to lead off with Kaline in right. Harper's batting second to DH. Santo at third, batting third. Simmons hitting cleanup in left field. Mays hitting fifth in center field. McCovey at first base hitting sixth. Reese at shortstop seventh. Zimmer catching and hitting eighth, and Phillips at second base hitting ninth. In the outfield, left to right, Bonds, Griffey, and Williams, Longoria, Bancroft, Forsythe, and Kluszewski in the infield. Catching, Piazza. Spud Chandler, we saw him pitch yesterday. He's facing Kaline. We're underway. Kaline singles to left.
Collins singled between third and short.
Bryce Harper.
Harper struck out, 1 out.
First strikeout for Chandler. Santo. Up the middle, Bancroft to Forsythe. That's all they're going to get.
Santo grounded to short, forcing Collin at second, 2 out.
Runner at first is Santo. Simmons up. Pops it up behind the plate. Piazza has it.
Simmons popped to the catcher, 3 out.
Bottom of the first we go. Manchester 0. Crystal Lake coming to bat. Batting order for Crystal Lake. Kluszewski leading off, playing first. Bonds in left field. Hitting second, Griffey in center field. Hitting third, McGuire, the DH. In the cleanup spot, Piazza hitting fifth, catching Longoria third, hitting sixth, hitting seventh, Bancroft at shortstop, hitting eighth, Williams in right field, and ninth, Forsythe at second base. Simmons, Mays, and Kaline in the outfield for MV's Manchester Red Bolts. Santo, Reese, Phillips, and McCovey in the infield. And catching for Zimmer, that's the guy who's catching for Schoolboy Row. This could be a preview, and most likely a preview of the playoffs. Kluszewski to center field and deep. It's off the wall, and Kluszewski's in the second base with a double.
Kluszewski doubled off the wall in right center.
Rowe checks the runner at second. Barry Bonds.
Bonds struck out, 1 out.
First strikeout for Rowe. Griffey. Fly to center, shallow. It's going to be caught by Mays.
Griffey Jr. fly to shallow center, 2 out.
McGuire to left field.
McGuire fly to shallow left center, 3 out.
Top of the second we go, no score. There's been low-scoring games here at Baker Bowl. Would be fun to see a slugfest. Chandler facing Mays to Longoria.
Mays grounded to third, 1 out.
McCovey. Center field.
McCovey fly to right center, 2 out.
And Piazza. On the ground, back to the mound.
Reese grounded to the pitcher, 3 out.
1, 2, 3, they go. Bottom of the second, no score. Piazza. Base hit.
Piazza singled between third and short.
Longoria. Zimmer drops it.
Longoria popped to the catcher, safe at first on an error. Piazza to second.
First and second for Crystal Lake. Bancroft up. He bunts it. And he's going to beat it out.
Bancroft bunted for a single. Piazza to third. Longoria to second.
Bases loaded. Schoolboy Rowe in big trouble. Nobody out. Cy Williams. Rowe walks him. First run of the game.
Williams walked. Piazza scored. Longoria to third. Bancroft to second. Crystal Lake 1, Manchester 0.
Logan Forsythe up.
Forsythe struck out, 1 out.
Second strikeout for Rowe. Kluszewski doubled to lead off the game. He hits a line drive. Santos got it.
Kluszewski line to third, 2 out.
Barry Bonds, bases loaded. Fly ball to right. And
Bonds fly to right center, 3 out.
Schoolboy Rowe gets out of that mess with only giving up a run. Score 1-0, top of the third. Zimmer, Phillips, and Kaline due up for MV's Red Bolts. Fly to right.
Zimmer fly to deep right, 1 out.
Brandon Phillips. Line drive. Great play by Bonds in left field for the out.
Phillips line to left, 2 out.
And Al Kaline is going to hit a slow roller to third. Longoria's up with it, throws to first.
Colin grounded to third, 3 out.
Colin, I should change that, but I'm too lazy. Rowe facing Griffey. Foul ball.
Griffey Jr. struck out, 1 out.
Third strikeout for Rowe. McGuire. Base hit in the left field.
McGuire lined a single over third.
Piazza 1 for 1 today. Line drive in the left field. Base hit. McGuire's going to hold.
Piazza singled to left. McGuire to second.
Schoolboy Rowe has given up 5 hits. Got a couple of walks today. Ground ball, Longoria to third. Santo up with it to Phillips for 1. Over to McCovey. Double play.
Longoria grounded to third. Second to first, double play.
We
3
go
out.
we go to the fourth, 1-0. Another pitcher's duel. You would think we would get one game with a lot of runs in this stadium. Harper strikes
struck
out.
out. 1 out.
Second strikeout for Chandler. Santo to center field.
Santo fly to center. 2 out.
Simmons pops it up
Simmons
behind the
pops
plate.
the catcher. 3 out.
Bottom of the fourth we go. 1-0 Crystal Lake. Rowe pitching to Bancroft. On the ground to Phillips.
Bancroft grounded to second. 1 out.
Cy Williams on the ground to McCovey.
Williams grounded to first. 2 out.
And Forsythe.
Forsythe struck out. 3 out.
Number 4. For Rowe, Chandler now facing Willie Mays in the top of the 5th.
Mays walked.
Tying run on first. Chandler's first walk of the game. McCovey up.
Mays picked off first. 1 out.
Willie Mays picked off, leaning the wrong way. 1 out, nobody on.
McCovey struck out. 2 out.
Number 3 for Chandler, Reese. On the ground to Kluszewski.
Reese grounded to first. 3 out.
Halfway home here at the Baker Bowl. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, 5 left on for Crystal Lake. Manchester, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on. Kluszewski leads off.
Kluszewski struck out. 1 out.
5th strikeout for Rowe.
Bonds struck out. 2 out.
6th strikeout for Rowe. And Griffey on the ground to McCovey. But Griffey's going to beat him to the bag. It's going to be more than beating him to the bag. It's an error. And to second base.
Jr. grounded to first. Safe on an error. Griffey Jr. to second.
I want to read this. Hard grounded to McCovey. It's under his glove. Okay, that's how he got there. That's an unusual error to be on second base with there's no throw. McGuire up. He's on the ground to Reese.
McGuire grounded to short. 3 out.
No harm, no foul. We go to the 6th. Still 1-0 Crystal Lake. Zimmer. Chandler
Zimmer
walks
walked.
him. Second walk, Phillips. Phillips on the ground. The Longoria throws to second for 1. That's all they're going to get.
Phillips grounded to third, forcing Zimmer at second. 1 out.
K-line. There goes for Phillips. He's safe.
Phillips stole second.
The pitch. On the ground to Longoria. Cross the diamond.
Colin grounded to third. Phillips to third. 2 out.
Okay, I got to change that. I got to remember how to edited translation. Even I can't take it.
Colin. Kaline.
Okay, I fixed it. Here we go. Runner on third, 2 away. Chandler facing Harper. And there's a base hit. Second run of the game for
Harper
for
grounded a single
Manchester.
between first and second. Phillips scored. Manchester 1, Crystal Lake 1.
Game now tied with the second run of the game being scored. Chandler facing Santo. On the ground to Longoria to Forsyth. They get the
Santo
runner.
Grounded to third, forcing Harper at second. 3 out.
We're tied now going to the bottom of the sixth. Piazza, Longoria, and Bancroft. Base hit, Piazza 3 for 3 today.
Piazza lined a single between first and second.
Longoria. On the ground, McCovey takes it to the bag.
Longoria grounded to first. Piazza to second. 1 out.
Runner will advance.
Bancroft 1 for 2. On the ground to Reese. Right at him.
Bancroft grounded to short. 2 out.
Piazza has to hold as the ball was in front of him. Williams. On the ground up the middle. Phillips backhands it to first for the out.
Williams grounded to second. 3 out.
We head to the seventh. 1 apiece. Simmons facing Chandler. Another pitcher's
Simmons
duel
struck
here.
out. 1 out.
At Baker Bowl. This is 3 pitchers duels in a row. Mays. Foul ball.
Mays struck out. 2 out.
5th strikeout for Chandler. McCovey.
McCovey struck out. 3 out.
Number 6. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Here we go. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. 7 left on for Crystal Lake Manchester. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 left on. Forsyth batting against Rowe. Line drive into the left field corner. Simmons chasing it down. Forsyth rounds first, heads for second. The throw, he is safe. It's his 22nd double of the season.
Forsyth lined a double down the third base line.
Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Ted Kluszewski. Slow roller to first. McCovey's going to pick it up, step on the bag.
Kluszewski grounded to first. Forsyth to third.
Forsyth to third. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Will the Red Bolts play in? Let's see. Rowe delivers. No, they stay back. Bonds up the middle. Base hit.
Bonds lined a single up the middle. Forsyth scored. Crystal Lake 2, Manchester 1.
Griffey up. Throw to first. Bonds back. Foul ball for Ken Griffey. It hits him.
Griffey Jr. hit by pitch, Bonds to second.
Runners on first and second, only one out. Mark McGuire up. McGuire 1 for 3 today.
McGuire struck out, 2 out.
Rowe gets his 7th strikeout. Piazza 3 for 3.
Piazza struck out, 3 out.
And Rowe reaches back and gets his 8th strikeout. He got it when he needed it. Top of the 8th we go. 2-1 Crystal Lake. Reese. Fly to left. It's deep. Bonds backing up. He's going to take it off the wall, and Reese trots into second base with his 33rd double of the season.
Reese doubled off the wall down the left field line.
Chief Zimmer, the catcher, hitting 179. I don't know about you, but if I was the manager, I'd be calling a bunt. Struck him
Zimmer
out.
Struck out, 1 out.
Reese still at second. Brandon Phillips. Ground ball, base hit in the right field. Reese is going to hold.
Phillips grounded a single between first and second, Reese to third.
Zimmer had bunted him over. He would have scored, but now we've got runners on first and third. Chandler at 117 pitches facing K-Line.
Take your base.
K-Line walked, Phillips to second.
Third walk of the game for Chandler. Faces the bases loaded. Bryce Harper. Dangerous in this park with that short right field fence. And there is a base hit into right center field. 1 run's going to score. Phillips is going to hold.
Harper lined a single between first and second. Reese scored. Phillips to third.
Red Bolts.
Line to second. Manchester 2, Crystal Lake 2.
Red Bolts tie it up. Santo up. And there is another base hit. Red Bolts go ahead. The play at the plate. And
Santo lined a single between
he is
third and
out
short.
at the plate.
Phillips scored. K-Line out at home. Harper to second. 2 out. Manchester 3, Crystal Lake 2.
Bonds throws out K-Line for the second out of the inning. It's 3-2. Runners still on first and second. However, 2 outs and Simmons up. Simmons on the ground to Bancroft.
Simmons grounded to short. 3 out.
We go to the bottom of the 8th. First time Manchester's been ahead in the game. They're leading 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Killers, 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Schoolboy Rowe looks strong at 117 pitches. Longoria's up 0 for 3 today, and he going to hit a hard grounder to short.
Longoria grounded to short. 1 out.
Bancroft facing Rowe, and he hits it to Phillips.
Bancroft grounded to second. 2 out.
2 quick outs. Bottom of the 8th. Rowe delivers to Cy Williams. Ground ball to Reese.
Williams grounded to short. 3 out.
Crystal Lake goes down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th. We head to the 9th, 3-2. Red Bolts. Chandler still on the mound. Both starting pitches still here on the 9th. Mays up. Ground ball back to the mound to Forsythe. Poor play. Poor play as always. Safe at first.
Mays singled on the infield.
Chandler facing McCovey. Throw to first. Mays gets back. He was picked off last time he was up. McCovey, fly ball in a foul territory. Into the stands we go. Chandler turns red. He's facing McCovey. Will they replace him? They do not. Strikes out McCovey.
Struck out. 1 out.
Number 8, Reese up.
Reese struck out. 2 out.
I guess turning red means he strikes out batters. Number 9 for Chandler. Zimmer up. On the ground, back to the mound to Forsythe. No, Bancroft grabbed it. Zimmer is
Zimmer
safe.
singled on the infield. Mays to second.
First and second for Manchester, Brandon Phillips. Darren O'Day's coming in. And Chandler is done for the day. Fly ball, center field, Griffey backing up. And he makes a great play to end the inning. Number 20 on the season.
Phillips fly to deep left center. 3 out.
Bottom of the ninth, Crystal Lake, 1 run down. They're going to send up Forsythe, Klazuski, and Bonds.
Strike 3.
Forsythe struck out. 1 out.
Rowe gets his 9th strikeout. Klazuski to center field. Short center field is
Klazuski popped to second.
Phillips
2 out.
puts it away as I misread the pop-up. And Barry Bonds, 1 for 4 today. On the ground up the middle, Phillips makes a great play. The game is over. Manchester wins 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, 6 left on. Crystal Lake 2-8-0 with 9 left on. Manchester took the lead in the 8th and secured the victory here in the 9th. Let's take a look and see where we stand. Manchester now 6.5 out, 2 games in the loss column behind Crystal Lake. That was easy. Southside at Beantown as we continue. Beantown beats Southside 7-3. Paulette's 4th victory since Beantown acquired them in a trade with Washington at the trade deadline. Chicago at Lehigh, will they keep pace? Let's see. No, Lehigh wins 8-6. Crystal Lake's 3.5 back. Manchester 6 back. We have a doubleheader. Union Stewards at Vegas. 9-3, Vegas wins the first. Marichal over Kennedy, the nightcap. 8-3, Union Stewards comes back and splits it. Wallace over Feller. We head to the 7th. Before we get there, well, let's do the 7th, and then we'll do the who's hot and who's not. Illinois at Southside. Oh, I missed a game. I missed several games. Edmonton and Washington. 2-1 Edmonton. Lancaster at Carolina. I don't know how I did that. 12-3 Carolina. Illinois at Philadelphia. 5-2 Philadelphia. San Francisco at home defeats Gary 4-3. And Crystal Lake 7-3 winners over Manchester. Now we'll go to the 7th. Let me make sure we've got those games done. Those games done. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, the 7th, then we'll do the who's not, who's hot, who's not. Southside beat Illinois 5-1. Crystal Lake at Chicago. 4-2. Crystal Lake closes the gap to 2 games. Manchester at Lehigh. 6-3. Manchester wins. 5.5 back. Washington at Gary. 4-3 Gary. Lancaster at Carolina. 3-2 Lancaster. Lancaster is 7 games out in the lost column from a playoff spot. Philly at Beantown. Here we go. 3-0. Beantown wins. Closes the gap to 1 game, 1/2 a game for the playoff spot. Ferris over Blackwell. Union Stewards at Vegas. Vegas wins 10-3. Draybeck over Buckholz. Illinois at Southside. 2-1 Southside as they maintain an 8-game lead, and it's pretty safe now on September 7th. Crystal Lake at Chicago. 8-1 Crystal Lake, 1 game behind Chicago. Is there a Crystal Lake Chicago game in our future? Looks like it may be. Manchester at Lehigh. Lehigh defeats Manchester 6-2 in 11 innings. Manchester remains 5.5 back. San Francisco and Edmonton, 4-0 Edmonton. And Gary at home against Washington, 8-4 Gary. We head to the 8th. Before we do that, let's check the old Steve Tate, who's hot and who's not screen. Okay, in the global, Chicago, 4-6 behind the hot Crystal Lake Killers. They're 8-2 on a 3-game winning streak. Chicago on a 3-game losing streak. 1 game separate the two teams for first place. Manchester, 5.5 back, have that position pretty well secured. In the Universal Southside, 7-3, they're hot. Vegas is hot at 8-2, but that 8 games is almost impossible to catch up with 3 weeks to go in the season. Philly and Beantown, 1/2 a game separate them. And Vegas 7 games ahead of Philadelphia in the loss column. Anybody else on a streak there? No, that's about it. Vegas and Southside there, and Crystal Lake there. Okay. Let's go back to the games, see where we are. Manchester's got to win the rest of the way in, but they're in the playoffs, but they, in order to get second, need to put a run on. They're at Lehigh, and they shut them out 6-0, Gibson over Fields. We go to the 9th. What do we got playing here? Lehigh at Washington. 3-1 Washington. Illinois at Carolina. 5-4 Illinois. Manchester at San Francisco. Manchester loses 7-1, upset by San Francisco. They fall to 5.5 back. Lancaster at Southside. Lancaster defeats Southside 4-3. Matheson loses game number 16. And he's got 24 wins. Still a good season. Beantown at Union Stewards. 7-2 Beantown. Hubble over Young. Beantown now tied with Philly, who plays at Vegas here in a couple of games. Chicago at Gary. Gary wins 5-4. Chicago now only a half a game ahead of Crystal Lake. Philly at Vegas. Vegas 5-4 winners. Watson in 10 innings over Gossage, the relief pitchers. Got that game. And Beantown retakes 3rd place in the No More Tears by a half a game over Philadelphia. Crystal Lake, will they tie Chicago? Will it be a game back? They are going to be a game back as Edmonton shuts them out 7-0. Greinke over Chandler. We go to the 10th. We're going to stop at the 15th. Lehigh at Washington. 6-5 Washington. Illinois at Carolina. 5-4 Illinois. Manchester needing a win at San Francisco. San Francisco upsets them again. They remain 5.5 back. Lancaster at Southside. 8-1 Southside. Hoffer over Schmaltz. Beantown at Union Stewards needing a win. Beantown. And they lose to Union Stewards 6-5. And Philadelphia tied with Beantown now until we get to that game here in a couple of games. Chicago at Gary. Chicago needs a win. They don't get it. Gary upsets them 3-1. Chicago remains a half a game ahead of Crystal Lake. Philly at Vegas. 10-3 Vegas beats Philly. Guzman Win number 10, Guzman obtained in the trade mid-season. Josh the loser, 13-13. Crystal Lake wins. They're tied. They lose. They're a game back. Edmonton is shut out by Crystal Lake. Maddox throws a shutout. It's 18th win, and there is a tie in the Suck It Up. The 11th we go. Let's see. Are we lucky enough to have a Chicago Crystal Lake game in our future? Let's see. I don't think so. Nope, we're going to have to pick another one. Okay, we're done with the 9th. We go to the 10th. We're done with the 10th. We're at the 11th, Chicago at Washington. 17-4, Chicago kicks their butt. Joe Williams wins his 20th game. Delahunty with his 10th home run. Philly at Carolina. Carolina upsets them 3-1. Walsh, the winner's 28th of the season. Philly now a game behind Beantown for that last playoff spot. Crystal Lake at San Francisco. San Francisco, who just finished upsetting Chicago's upset Crystal Lake 4-1. Carlton over Gumbert. Beantown needs a win over Southside to remain in third, and they get it 4-3. Pollitt wins his 5th game. Good trade, Mark. 5-1 in 10 innings. Plank, the loser. Beantown now a game ahead in the loss column of Philadelphia. Lancaster at Union Stewards. Lancaster 9-3 winners. Gary at home against Lehigh. 3-2 Lehigh. Illinois at Vegas. 15-7. Vegas tees off on Newhouser, who's now 10-29. Will he lose 30 games this year? Marichal, 17-12. Manchester seems to be permanently 5.5 back. Let's see if they can win. And they can, 6-4 over Edmonton. Scherzer over Nolan. We head to the 12th. Well, we're going to pick a game on the 12th. Let's see. As we see, Crystal Lake 1 game behind Chicago in a great race there. Manchester 5 back. Southside 6 games as Vegas picked up a couple of games there. I don't know when that happened. Beantown 14.5 back, and they're a game and a half ahead of Philadelphia. Okay, let's see. Chicago plays Washington. Crystal Lake we saw, so we're not going to play them. That leaves Beantown and Philadelphia. So Philadelphia at Carolina, Beantown and Southside. We will do Beantown at Southside. Okay, here we go. Chicago at Washington. 5-2 Chicago. Game and a half over Crystal Lake. Philly at Carolina. 7-3 Philadelphia. Blackwell over Messina. That makes the game we're going to see. Beantown at Southside even more important. Crystal Lake trying to keep pace at San Francisco. San Francisco upsets them twice in a row, 2-1. Day, the winner over Chandler. Chandler pitched a good game, but he lost. And Crystal Lake now 2 games behind Chicago. Let's play Beantown at Southside. At least we know we're not going to be at Baker Bowl. Dave Ferris for the Orioles. Walter Johnson for the Gangsters. Lineups are in. Play ball. Mark was the first one in the stadium. Buckshot was the second, and here they go, facing off in Inning number 1, Sisler leads off for Beantown. DH, Cano at second. We've seen this team several times recently. Same lineup. Brett at third, hitting third. Terry at first, hitting cleanup. Williams in left, hitting fifth. Cedeno in center field, sixth. Jacobson in right field, seventh. Carter catching eighth. Pesky at shortstop, hitting ninth. In the outfield, Goslin, Edmonds, and Keeler. Infield, Trainer, Wagner, Hornsby, and Goldschmidt. We've seen this team quite a bit. Dickey catching, Johnson pitching. I don't know how that great play got there. Let's see what happens.
Ball four.
Walter Johnson walks Sisler.
Sisler walked.
Cano.
Ball.
Pitch inside. Sisler does not go. And there's
Sisler stole second, to third on error. Sisler to third.
well, you heard it. That's what happened. Runner on third, nobody out. Johnson gets the sign. Here's the pitch.
Strike three.
Cano struck out, 1 out.
Strikeout number 1. Sisler still on third. George Brett on the ground to Goldschmidt.
Brett grounded to first. Sisler scored, 2 out. Beantown 1, Southside 0.
Beantown takes the early lead on the error. Terry's up.
Strike three.
Terry struck out, 3 out.
Second strikeout. And for Johnson, we head to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Beantown. Okay. Batting order for Southside as I finish my sip of water here. Keeler in right field leading off. Vaughn, the DH, hitting second. Wagner at short, hitting third. Hornsby at second, fourth. Goldschmidt, fifth at first. Catching is Dickey hitting sixth, hitting seventh. Trainer at third base. Edmonds in center, hitting eighth. Hitting ninth, Goslin in left field. Left to right, Williams, Cedeno, and Jacobs in the outfield. Brett, Pesky, Cano, and Terry in the infield. Carter catching. Ferris pitching. We're underway in the bottom of the first.
Ball four.
Keeler walks.
Keeler walked.
Archie Vaughn. There goes the runner. Stolen base number 54. No
Keeler
throw.
stole second.
Vaughn up the middle, off the pitcher to second base. They tag Keeler.
Vaughn grounded to the pitcher. Keeler out in rundown, 1 out.
There you go. You saw it here first. Vaughn at first base. It's the first time I've seen that play in ever. Wagner up. Wagner in to the left field corner. Vaughn's going to round second. Head for third. Will he try to score? He is going to stay at third base, and Wagner gets his
Wagner doubled off the wall down the third baseline. Vaughn to third.
only his 65th double of the year. No wonder Southside is in first place. The pitch to Hornsby. And there's a line drive right to the second
Hornsby
baseman.
line to second. Wagner caught off second, 3 out.
Well, this was a weird inning. That was a double play. Well, there you go. There was a lot of activity in the bottom of the first without scoring a run. But we go to the top of the second. Beantown 1. Southside nothing. Strange inning, if you ask me. Johnson pitching. Base hit to left field.
Williams grounded a single between third and short.
Beantown sends up Cedeno. There goes the runner. Williams
caught stealing second, 1 out.
1 out. Everything's happening in this game.
Strike three.
Cedeno struck out, 2 out.
Strikeout number 3 for Johnson. Jacobson line drive.
Jacobson line to short, 3 out.
We head to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Beantown. Goldschmidt up.
Ball four.
He walks. Let's see what strange things happen in the bottom of the second.
Goldschmidt walked.
Dickey up, pops it up in the infield.
Dickey popped to short. 1 out.
Trainer up. He hits it to right field.
Trainer fly deep down the right field line. 2 out.
And Jim Edmonds up.
Strike three.
Edmonds struck out. 3 out.
First strikeout for Ferris today. We head to the top of the third, 1-0 Beantown. Johnson pitching to Carter, Pesky, and Sisler. Fly ball deep to right field.
Carter fly deep down the right field line. 1 out.
Pesky. Base hit in the right center field's going to be off the wall. Pesky goes into second with his 31st double of the season.
Pesky doubled off the wall in right center.
Beantown's got a runner in scoring position, 1 away for George Sisler.
Strike three.
Sisler struck out. 2 out.
4th strikeout for Johnson, Cano. And there's a base hit in the right field. Runner will score. Pesky
Lined
slides.
a single
He's
to right
safe.
Center. Pesky scored. Beantown 2 south side 0.
Beantown leads by 2. Brett up. And there's a ground ball to Wagner, to Hornsby.
Brett grounded to short, forcing Cano at second. 3 out.
Head to the bottom of the third. Beantown 2. Gangsters, nothing. Goslin up.
Strike three.
Goslin struck out. 1 out.
Ferris's second strikeout. Keeler walked his first time, hits it on the ground to Terry.
Keeler grounded to first. 2 out.
And Archie Vaughn involved in a strange play. The last time hits it to Pesky. Gets him by a step. Great play by Johnny Pesky.
Vaughn grounded to short. 3 out.
We head to the fourth, 2-0 Beantown. Terry Williams and Cedeno up. Base hit. It's going to be all the way to the wall. Throw to second. 53rd double for Bill Terry.
Terry lined a double to right center.
Williams up the middle. Wagner makes a great play to Goldschmidt.
Williams grounded to short. Terry to third. 1 out.
Runner on third, 1 away. Cedeno up.
Strike three.
Cedeno struck out. 2 out.
Johnson gets his 5th strikeout. Baby doll Jacobson. Line drive in the left field, and Goslin takes it
Jacobson line to left.
off the
3 out.
shoestrings. The inning is over. No run score. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 2-0 Beantown. Ferris facing Wagner. Wagner hits a base hit in the right field. 2 for 2 today.
Wagner singled between first and second.
Hornsby.
Two.
Wagner gets back, throw to first. The pitch.
Pitch
It's
out.
a pitch out, but Wagner's wisely stayed at home. Throw to first again. Crowd is getting restless. Ferris strikes out Hornsby. No,
Hornsby bunted out.
it
to
was
the
a
catcher.
bunt.
Wagner to second. Sacrifice. 1 out.
Looked like a strikeout, but it was a bunt. Wagner at second, 1 away. Goldschmidt up.
Ball four.
And he walks. Ferris puts 2 runners on.
Goldschmidt walked.
Goldschmidt, the tying run on first. Bill Dickey 0 for 1.
Fouled him.
Fly ball to right field. Deep. Jacobson backing up. He's got it.
Dickey fly to deep right. 2 out.
Still 2 runners on. They represent the tying runs. Trainer up. And there is a line drive in a right field base hit. 1 run will score. Goldschmidt goes to third. And the
Trainer lined a single to right center. Wagner scored. Goldschmidt to third. Beantown 2 south side 1.
lead cut in half. Edmonds up, struck out his last time. This time hits it deep in the right field. Backing up is Jacobson, but that's all he can do is watch it fly out of here. Edmonds, with his 20th home run of the season, gives the Gangsters a 4-2 lead.
Edmonds hit a 3-run homer to right. 264 feet. South side for Beantown 2.
Polo Grounds, you can hit 264-foot homers. Gosselin up. Felix Hernandez coming in.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Gosselin on first. 4-2 Gangsters here
Goslin walked.
in the fourth. Keeler up 0 for 1 today. Deep in the right field. Jacobson backing up. It's off the wall. The runner's coming home. He will score, and Keeler's got a double.
Keeler doubled off the wall down the right field line. Goslin scored. South side 5 Beantown 2.
Archie Vaughn. Fly ball to right.
Vaughn fly to deep right center. 3 out.
Inning is over, but not before Southside scores 5 runs and lead 5-2, heading to the top of the 5th. Carter, Pesky, and Sisler do up against Walter Johnson. Fly to left.
Carter fly to deep left center. 1 out.
Pesky's doubled today. Fly to right. Web gem.
Pesky flied down the right field line. 2 out.
Great play by Keeler and Sisler up. He hits it up the middle. Wagner scoops it up, throws to first.
Sisler grounded to short. 3 out.
Halfway home here at the Polo Grounds. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 3 left on for Southside. Beantown, 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, 2 left on. Both of these teams, good inning teams. Not sure they're done hitting here at the Polo Grounds. Wagner, Hornsby, and Goldschmidt up. Base hit.
Wagner singled between third and short. 1 out.
That was a strange-looking chalkboard play. Hornsby up. One out, but that's an error.
Hornsby singled to right. Outfield error. Hornsby to second.
I missed a play. I apologize. What am I doing here? I'm trying to get that off the screen. I don't want that there. There we go. Okay, yeah. That other play I missed, the runner was thrown out, obviously. 1 out. Hornsby at second base. Who gave this guy Hornsby? Yeah, that's right, David. I could have been in first place. Hornsby was the deuce. Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt intentionally walked.
Dickey up, runners on first and second. 5-2 the score. Pops it up in the right field. Jacobson. He's got it. 2 down.
Dickey flied shallow down right field line. 2 out.
Although I think that trade allowed me to get Hartnett the catcher, so I think it worked out for everybody. Trainer up. And there's going to be a base hit in the left field. Hornsby's rounding third. He's going to score the 6th run of the game.
Trainer lined a single to left center. Hornsby scored. Goldschmidt to second. South side 6 Beantown 2.
6-2. 2 runners on. Edmonds up homered his last time, and he walks him.
Edmonds walked. Goldschmidt to third.
Hernan-
to second.
Hernandez's third walk. Gosselin up, bases loaded. Fly ball to center field.
Goslin fly to shallow right center. 3 out.
It's going to end the threat, but not before the Gangsters add another run. Southside 6, Beantown 2. Okay, here we go. Cano, Brett, and Terry facing Walter Johnson with a big
Cano
lead.
struck out. 1 out.
Number 6 for Johnson. Brett to center field, deep. Edmonds backing up. It's going to be off the wall. And Brett goes into second with his 45th double of the year.
Brett doubled off the wall in right center.
Base hit to center field.
Terry singled to center. Brett to third.
Runners on first and third, only 1 out. Johnson facing Ken Williams. Throw to first. Pops it up in the left field. Gosselin's got it. Will he try to score? Let's find out. Here comes the run. The throw goes into shortstop. It is
Williams fly to left center. Sacrifice. Brett scored. 2 out. South side 6 Beantown 3.
6-3. Cedeno to center field. Edmonds under it. He's got it.
Cedeno fly to deep center. 3 out.
Here we go. Bottom of the 6th we go. 6-3 Southside. Beantown needs a win. Southside not so much. They've got a comfortable lead. Beantown fighting for that 3rd and final playoff spot. Keeler up. Base hit.
Keeler lined a single between first and second.
Arky Vaughn. There goes the runner. Keeler thrown out.
Caught stealing second. 1 out.
Carter nails him. Ground ball to Brett all the way across the diamond. And they get him by a half a step.
Grounded to third. 2 out.
2 out. Bottom of the 6th. Wagner up. He bunted.
Wagner bunted to the catcher. 3 out.
We head to the 7th, 6-3 Beantown. Bunting is a strange thing for Wagner. I don't know who called that. Must have been the AI manager. Jacobson facing Johnson. Pops it up. Wagner's got it.
Jacobson popped to short. 1 out.
Strike 3.
Carter struck out. 2 out.
7th strikeout for Johnson. Pesky up. Pesky hits it in the left center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Pesky ends up on second. His second double today, number 32
Pesky
for the
doubled off
season.
The wall in left center.
6-3. Pesky at second. Beantown needs this run. George Sisler up.
Strike 3.
He struck him out.
Sisler struck out. 3 out.
Here we are headed to the bottom of the seventh. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Gangsters, 6 left on, 3, 7, and 1 for Beantown, 4 left on. Hornsby, Goldschmidt, and Dickey to face Hernandez. Fly ball, left center field, deep, and it's out of here. Hornsby, home run number 27. 7-3, that ball traveled 412 feet.
Hornsby hit a solo homer to left center, 412 feet, south side 7 Beantown 3.
New pitcher coming in for Beantown, Williamson. Ground ball to Pesky.
Goldschmidt grounded to short, 1 out.
Williamson this season, a 5.59 ERA, 5 wins, 4 losses in 56 innings. Dickey up. Base hit.
Dickey grounded a single between third and short.
Trainer. On the ground of Pesky. All the way across the diamond, 2 away.
Trainer grounded to short, Dickey to second, 2 out.
Edmonds 1 for 2 today. One hit, a 3-run home run.
Strike 3.
Edmonds struck out, 3 out.
Head to the 8th, 7-3 Southside. Cano, Brett, and Terry is Beantown running out of time here. Ground ball up the middle, Hornsby.
Cano grounded to second, 1 out.
Brett, fly ball to center field.
Brett fly to center, 2 out.
And Terry, base hit. Hit number 3 today for Bill Terry.
Terry grounded a single between first and second.
Ken Williams, if ever Beantown needed a hit, it would be right now. Hit it on the ground of Goldschmidt. Great play by the first baseman. Flips to Johnson for the out.
Williams grounded to first, 3 out.
Those 10s are something. We head to the bottom of the 8th, 7-3 Gangsters. Goslin up. Fly ball deep in the right field. Jacobson's got it.
Goslin fly to very deep right, 1 out.
Keeler 2 for 3 today. He's now 3 for 4.
Keeler lined a single between first and second.
Archie Vaughn yet to get a hit. Keeler steals number 55.
Keeler
Vaughn-
stole second.
0 for 4 Vaughn is today. Fly ball deep in the left field. Williams backing up.
Vaughn fly down the left field line, 2 out.
2 away. Keeler on second. Williamson turns red. Wagner up. And Carson Smith coming in to pitch. There's a base hit in the right field. Keeler rounds third. Here he comes. No throw. It is 8-3. Wagner's 4th hit today.
Wagner grounded a single between first and second. Keeler scored. South side 8 Beantown 3.
Hornsby facing Smith. Ground ball to Pesky across the diamond. Inning is over. We head to the 9th.
Hornsby grounded to short, 3 out.
8-3 the score. Gangsters have Johnson on the mound, 111 pitches. He can pitch forever. He's going to face Cedeno, Jacobson, and Carter. 5 runs down. Base hit. Ninth inning is always an adventure.
Cedeno singled to left.
I don't care what the score. The ninth inning in action PC baseball is always an adventure. Baby doll Jacobson. Line drive and caught by Wagner. I thought that was headed for left
Jacobson
field.
line too short. 1 out.
1 out. Runner at first and Carter up. Carter to right field. Keeler backing up.
Carter fly to deep right. 2 out.
Beantown down to their last out. Johnny Pesky. On the ground to Wagner. Flips to Hornsby. Ball game over. Gangsters, 8 runs, 13 hits, an error, 8 left on. 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Beantown. 6 left on. Let's see where we stand after all this. Let's finish the day first. The 12th will sim the last 3 days, and we'll be on to the final day of the season, final 2 weeks of the season, tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Lancaster at Union Stewards. 6-3 Union Stewards. Lehigh at Gary. 7-1 Gary. Illinois at Vegas. Vegas 5-1 Feller over Sale. And Manchester at Edmonton. Manchester needs a win. Manchester upsets them 5-2 in 10 innings. Jansen the winner. Rivero the loser. 13th we go. Chicago at San Francisco. 5-2 Chicago. Smith over Lewis. Smith with his 8th win. Yeah, that's what I see. Crystal Lake, 2.5 games back. They're at Washington. They lose. Washington upsets them. Nolan Ryan, 6-5. Now, Maddox, the loser, 18-14. Crystal Lake falls to 3 games behind Chicago. Philadelphia at Carolina. Philadelphia, a half game behind Beantown for the playoff spot. And Carolina wins 3-2. Lions over Addie Josh. Josh falls to 13-14. Philadelphia falls 1 game behind Beantown. Speaking of Beantown, here they are at Southside again. And it's a 5-3 Beantown win. 11 innings. Hubble over Hofford. Both those guys went 11 innings. I'm positive. Lancaster at Union Stewards. 7-3 Lancaster. Manchester needing a win as usual. They need them every game now. Win 5-3 over Gary. Grove over Steve. Illinois at Vegas. Vegas 5-3 winner in 10 innings. Drabeck must have went the distance. 14-11 over Wainwright. Chicago, game 2, wins 8-2 at San Francisco. And Edmonton, Lehigh, 5-3 Edmonton. We're at the 14th. A glance down at the standings show Crystal Lake 3.5 behind Chicago. Manchester 6.5 behind Chicago. And 3 games in the loss column behind Crystal Lake. Edmonton not out of it. There's still 4 games, only 4 games back in the loss column. You know, with a run, they could possibly, with an Edmonton run and a losing streak by Manchester, they could catch them. In the No More Tears, Southside, 5 games over Vegas. I think that 5 games is pretty safe with 2 weeks to go. Vegas has a 10-game lead in the loss column over both Beantown, 11 games over Philadelphia. So looks like I'm going to end up in second place. The battle there is Beantown and Philadelphia. Speaking of Philadelphia, here they are at Lancaster. 6-3 Lancaster. Smoltz over Bumgardner. Crystal Lake at Washington. Crystal Lake 12-6 winners. Geltz over Cuellar. Beantown needs a win to separate themselves a tiny bit from Philadelphia. They're at Carolina. But Carolina upsets them 6-4. Cecil over Houston. Manchester going to win all the way in. They lose 11-8. Soria over Gibson. Southside at Vegas. Well, could I get to 4 back? I can't. I go to 6. as Southside wins 5-3. Matheson over Cole and Lehigh at Edmonton. Lehigh upsets Edmonton. Edmonton needs a win streak. We go to the 15th, the last day of this broadcast. Here we go. Manchester needing a win at Washington. Washington upsets them 2-1. Makes Edmonton smile. Only 3 games back in the loss column with 2 weeks to go. There's a race going on for the playoffs. Edmonton, Manchester. Philly at Lancaster. Philly squeaks by 9-8 win. Strickland over Rodon. Philly now only 1 game back in the loss column to Beantown. Beantown at Carolina. Carolina 5-1. Beantown loses. They are Philadelphia now only a half game back with 2 weeks to go. Lehigh at San Francisco. 6-0 Lehigh. What's Lehigh's record? 67-78. Not quite as bad as Steve wants it. Illinois at Union Stewards. The two buddies 4-2 Illinois. Adams over Young. Crystal Lake needing a win at Gary. They lose. Gary upsets them 6-1. Price over Chandler. Southside at Vegas again. Southside beats Vegas 9-7. Pretty much assures them first place in the No More Tears. Johnson over Guzman, and Chicago and Edmonton. Edmonton 6-1 win, and they're going to keep pace with Manchester. Crystal Lake 3 games back. Let's look at the who's hot and who's not before we get to tomorrow's final broadcast of the regular season. Here we go. In the global, Chicago went 4-6, Crystal Lake 5-5, and Manchester 4-6. 6-4 is Edmonton. They were hot as they're going to be, but they're on a 2-game losing streak. That didn't help them. Manchester and Edmonton, Manchester's on a 2-game losing streak. Edmonton won their last game. They are 3 games behind Manchester with a shot at it. Manchester 4 games behind Crystal Lake, and Crystal Lake 3 games behind Chicago. That'll be an interesting race. In the Universal, Southside's last 2 wins against Vegas pretty much assures them first place. They've eliminated everybody. There's a 4-game magic number for Southside. Any combination of 4 wins of Southside or 4 losses by Vegas, and Southside's got it. They were 6-4. I was 7-3, but it was close, but not close enough. And almost tied for the 3rd playoff spot, Beantown and Philly. So there it is. Beantown and Philly's the race in the Universal. Edmonton, Manchester, Crystal Lake the race. And in Chicago, I mean, Crystal Lake's not out of it. They're only 3 games back. So that's going to be a good thing to watch when we get back here tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
I want to thank Mark for stopping by, and Buckshot, I don't thank you for beating me twice. However, I will take 2nd place. David Lando stopped by, Buckshot again, Mark, of course, from Beantown, the first one in.
I want to thank everybody. I will see you on Discord. I'll also see you all tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we will finish this thing out. Thank you, everybody. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Couple of buttons and I'm done. 1, 2, 3.